What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people been asking me about these Fed charges and RICO charges that's been getting hit on people ever since they heard the news about I guess like G Herbo kind of got hit with some new charges stemming from that fraud case he was involved in. We all seen ARI recently get sentenced to all those years for selling drugs. That kind of threw me off. I didn't really understand that. I understand that they was claiming it was murders and shit like that, but he wasn't convicted of that shit. I understand selling drugs and shit not cool, but to give a man 50 years for selling drugs to somebody who wants some drugs, it's kind of confusing to me. I'm not saying this shit right, poisoning your community, tearing down the neighborhood, but I am just saying, somebody asking you for some drugs and you give it to him and you give him the same time as a motherfucker who done killed two people. It's kind of crazy to me, but I understand you do the time, you do the crime, you gotta do the time. But I'm not gonna lie, these charges have been dropping down lately like a motherfucker. We didn't see what happened to, G Herbo. We see what happened to Casanova. We seen what happened to 6ix9ine. We didn't see what happened to Rallo. It's like these conspiracy charges is coming out the woodworks. I've been hearing from a lot of close sources that the Feds been questioning what's going on with Lil Durk. I was even told that the Feds contacted Lil Durk. Now, I wasn't told if they let him know he was involved in the investigation, because I don't believe he currently involved in the investigation dealing with the Feds. Remember, he is dealing with a case in Atlanta, an attempted murder case that had Zoo and King Von on it, But I do think the Feds is interested. And I was told they approached Durk and told him about they were looking into some of the shit that was going on with him. But the thing is, they don't really have the smoking gun with Durk, because Durk don't live in the hood. He don't post a lot of videos of him doing bad things. I haven't seen Durk post a video incriminating himself in a while. Now, he do wild shit and be with the killers and the goons, but you won't per se see Durk holding a gun in the videos. You won't per se see Durk slapping a motherfucker up on the videos. It's tend to make sure that he don't be involved in any of the camera shit. So I think that kind of helped him. And then a lot of his crew has been taken care of the right way from Lil Durk. He keep them with him. He keep them wearing that shit. They go on the road with him. Nobody has felt the need to want to tell on his brother or put him in any trouble. I'm not saying you could tell on him, because I don't know what he have done. But I'm telling you, I was told that the Feds have approached him about murders and killings and drug dealings, especially shit going on in that O-Block community, because, he kind of became the face of that shit, him and King Von. Not saying he had anything to do with anything, but, he linked himself with a community of people who is being watched by the Feds. O-Block is being watched by the FBI for a while, and they have been watched by the FBI because of all the murders and rumors that they have done shit to people, and a lot of mothers of rappers who have died have pointed out people in O-Block, So I'm not sure why Durk would want to link himself with that. I am told, though, that, that Fed shit is serious. Remember, I reported a little while ago that the Feds contacted Chief Keef years ago and told him that they were looking into the shit that he was doing. Think about it. He got banned from Chicago. They ain't want to let him the Capo funeral, act like he had warrants and all kind of shit to get him the fuck up out the city, and he kind of stayed away because he realized what the fuck was going on. Keith never came back to Chicago. And while he was gone, a few of his relatives and close friends ended up getting murdered by not taking his advice and staying the fuck out of Chicago. But I think the RICO charge shit is real. It's a lot of people that have got murdered and that have got killed. We can go from Brick, we can go to Crump, we can go to Duck, we can go to Can't Get Right, we can go to Melly, we can go to Richie Jerk, we can just keep going. Everybody I just named was an op of Lil Durk. Okay? Now, I'm not saying he had anything to do with any of that, but I'm just saying those are things that the Feds was wondering, So I think it's in Durk's best interest to stay the fuck away from the diss, and that's what surprised me, that he dropped the video, should have ducked. I say, what the fuck? Especially when Duck mama claiming you motherfuckers had something to do with her. Man, that's a wild brother there, you know what I'm saying? And then you listen to all fine music, not from 63rd and all kind of shit like that, and then a nigga from 63rd end up dying. And then Durk on the remix, like, think he got to move smart. You know, we don't want RICO charges to hit that brother. I think he's a dope artist. Don't throw your life away for the get back. A lot of people don't understand that shit, man. Durk is at a level right now that I didn't really see him getting to. You know what I'm saying? Keith was the biggest nigga. Durk been putting in that work. Keith stopped working. Durk been putting in work every year. He got better and better and better at his craft. So it don't surprise me that he's at where he's at, you know, but I am hearing that the feds is looking into some of the things that he's involved in. You know, Durk has several gun charges. A lot of people have lost their life under his watch. A lot of people went to prison under his watch. You know, I'm not sure if he want to link himself officially with shit like that. Especially talking about he want to buy O-Block. And then all these legal charges and shit coming. Durk needs to be smooth because, to be honest, all it really takes is one homeboy to feel like you ain't taking care of him the right way. You ain't looking for him the right way. You kick him out of OTF. You fuck him up. You beat him up. All it takes is for one homie to go to the police and tell about past shit. And the police would be quick to believe anything if it's coming to Durk, if you ask me. So move lightly and take care of them wolves and make sure they don't got no stones on you. It's the homie truth. Bleh.